kid back then, I think when the club system was not so vibrant and all that, you play for your schools, and the opportunity came towards the end of the year at the SEC Sevens. And all you look forward to is just qualifying and then showing up that weekend at the Padang. World-class field, looking to, play alongside or even get a chance to get autographs from your
big
rugby superstars and all that. So for me, personal experience-wise, I played as a kid there. I signed up to be a ball boy there. I was a liaison officer for one of the years, and then of course now I just show up and look busy
and do the wave at all your fans.
But it's huge, and it means a lot to the community in Singapore.
I think even before the Sevens came to town more than a decade ago, this was kind of the only real big sevens that we had.
Really?
And it was a kind of a carnival atmosphere. I remember mud churns like in the 80s, like going down as a kid. Yeah. It's evolved a lot, and that's a credit to what you guys have done. Yeah. But the other fantastic thing about this event is that it really brings through the young talent. And as you say, Sid, as a kid, this was like the pinnacle of the year, right? Apart from your national school games or your school competitions, there's obviously this big focus on junior rugby and school teams. Why is it so important, and what does it mean for the future of rugby in Singapore?
I think it's aspirational, right? I mean, as what Sid said, it used to be a time where you only hit playing the Padang when you were 14, 15 years old. Now you are doing it from 5, 6, 7, right? It's amazing. On the weekend. True. So what we do is we play both at Dempsey and at the Padang, but the finals are at the Padang throughout the main tournament. And for parents and for the kids to come there, you see the eyes all open up wide. They play a little bit early in the morning, but still to them, it's their final, it's their World Cup. It's really fantastic. And to get guys in at a very young age, boys and girls, actually, it's wonderful because, like we said, it's aspirational to play at that place. But at the same time, the tournament does create quite a big family atmosphere. Sure. We're known as the Friendly Sevens, so it's quite relaxed. It's quite there's a lot of activities on the side. There are a lot of different things that everybody can go and look forward to on top of the rugby.
We must share more about that, not just with our listeners on air, but also on our Facebook Live. We want to invite everyone to come and join us as we get these guys to share more about the SCC Sevens. Facebook.com/1FM913. We're going to head over there right now.
Look at the bright.
Hey, good morning, guys. Our studio guest for today in this hour of 9, a very, very familiar face and also a very familiar voice. We welcome back Sidney Kumar, General Manager. Hey, you getting into it, bro. Singapore Rugby Union, and also high performance consultant Jonathan Leow of the Singapore Rugby Union. And both of you've been with the SRU for 12 years, and you are the co-chair of SCC Sevens, right?
Yeah, I am. I've been involved in rugby for a long time.
Are you going to say it? You're not going to say it, right? Too long. When is it ever too long?
No, can't run away from it, as Sid will tell you. But yeah, it's been interesting being involved in different aspects. Obviously, here with my lens on as the co-chair of the Sevens, something that's very close to my heart. But yeah, it's been great fun being involved.
You just mentioned on air about how these are the Friendly Sevens. It's a really big family event. Can you guys tell us more about what families can look forward to, or what they always look forward to every year? This is the 75th year, I do believe.
75th year. Wow. So, I'll lead in. I mean, what we've got is we've got a kid zone, obviously, for kids. So it's more for parents to drop off their kids and they can go and watch the rugby. But it's in a supervised area, actually. So we've got that. That's kind of a traditional kind of thing that a lot of the parents look forward to, obviously, for obvious reasons. But we've got that, and then we've got food and stuff in the carnival. We call it the village. So the village area has got a big, there's food for different from the club, but we've got vendors coming in as well. Then obviously there's refreshments there, and then your kid zone. Shazad's always having fun.
Why is Shazad? Why are you chuckling?
Refreshments. I mean, what's a Sevens without refreshments?
I'm just trying to be PC here.
I know. Yeah. But that's the beauty of Sevens, isn't it? It's never just about the rugby. It's about it comes with a whole ecosystem, right? Yeah. That's what you guys do at the IRB sevens that come here. That's what you do with SC7. It goes hand in hand, doesn't it?
Yeah, and we've got guys that were coming from around the world. So one of the clubs from Perth has been coming for 40 years. This is their 40th.
Wow.
Yeah,
Are they one of the
Yay.
longest surviving members, I guess?
Yeah, so the boys from Palmyra are coming. They've been here for 40 years. The second up is another team from Australia that's been coming for 25 years. So there's quite a long standing relationship.
But that's really heartening, you know what I mean? Because there's, again, drawing back on that whole rugby really is a community, you know? And now we've seen all these long-standing relationships we've had with, international teams as well. That's really beautiful. All of us here in the studio have boys. Yeah, you're only the lucky one because you got one girl. I'm very envious. Everyone, Sidney, when I told him, he's like, oh, you're pregnant? I was like, number 5, like, yeah. And it's like, okay, well, it's a boy. Oh, and he started laughing out loud.
we got enough here for a 7 squad.
Yes, we do, right? And,
So-
I guess you guys are also looking forward to seeing your kids also being involved in this, historical event. Wow.
Which is why the tournament on the academy tournament is so nice, because you get them involved and stuff like that. And it's more of a,
that's wonderful.
it's more from the cradle to upwards kind of situation, right? And so it's really interesting. It's really good. And for me, as what Sid said, I've grown up with the sevens. I've been around since, as what Shazad said, it's been a tent and 4 people.
Yeah.
And it's grown.
It really has.
It's grown to quite a magnitude, actually.
That's probably what Sidney remembers it as. It's just a tent.
I'm not that old.
I don't mean it that way. But we need to find out more about the SCC. You've got a great question for our 2 gentlemen in just a bit. We're going to jump back on air. Come and join us, okay? 1FM 91.3. Hope you enjoyed that one from Jason Mraz with You and I Both. A beautiful track there. And we are still chatting with our 2 gentlemen here from the Singapore Rugby Union about the SCC Sevens.
Yeah, guys, the sevens can be, or the SEC sevens can be kind of a platform, right? It propels people forward. What's kind of the hopes that something like the sevens can do for someone's rugby career in Singapore?
Ooh.
I think John mentioned it slightly just now, right? So it's aspirational, right? So now you put kids in an environment where they can watch their superstars play. The SCC Sevens is unique in the sense that it's not so detached, it's not so commercialized where you sit on stands like 50 meters away from the guys. You're right beside the action.
Okay.
And in some cases, if your team is playing, your club is playing, your school is playing, you're warming up beside some of these international guys.
Yeah.
And then you watch these guys in and out, and then you're like, oh, I want to be like them.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
So that's what makes SCC really special, the SCC Sevens, huh?
And from a Singapore rugby perspective, as Sid will tell you, the young national players who get involved in it, they are playing against opposition that they will never ever play in any other tournament, right? There was a couple of years ago where they played with Jerry Tuwai, who's the Fijian Olympic captain. So this year, it's kind of a mixed bag. You don't know who's going to turn up, right? But it's all this level. The level of the teams that do come up pretty high. We've got a couple of ex-professionals or current professionals coming with various teams this year. And that mix of development, right? If you're a young player, that's your start, right? To kind of play against people like that is welcome to the real world kind of situation. But it's a unique opportunity.
I can see why so many look forward to it, not just those who are on the field playing in the tournaments, because like you said, you could warm up against greats, right? But also for those in the stands. And I for a moment there, yes, you're right. The action is so much closer. So it's more of an intimate event.
For sure.
Definitely very, very special. I'm curious to know what you're going to do for the 100th event, right? Think about it. You got 25 years, okay? Now, for people who might not be familiar with rugby, what makes the Sevens rugby different from other types of games? Why should they check this out?
One, I think it's the most affordable ticket you're going to find on weekends. So plugging a little bit, $20 early bird, $30
you
on the
caught their
door.
attention.
Yeah. But I think more importantly, as what we were saying as well, there's a lot of everything for everyone. There's something for everyone.
Sure.
So a little bit of stuff for the kids. Even if you don't understand the game, it's a good networking opportunity as well to meet up with friends and stuff like that. It's where everyone turns up for the weekend. And a bit more casual kind of conversations happen. And so that's kind of it. It's a bit party. I think, as what Sid said, you're not in a stadium. You're it's very compact in the sense that everyone gets to meet each other and you're not getting lost in section C and section D kind of situation. So it's really one of those rare times where you can watch a really good sporting event, but still at the same time have a bit more social as well.
It almost feels like, if this is going to be your first experience with rugby, let this one be it, right?
Yeah. And it's a nice way to kind of ease into it.
And for a lot of the kids that are picking up rugby, right, this could be their first tournament.
Yes.
Right? Imagine your first tournament as a 5-6-year-old kid out on the padang with your dad and mum at the side and skyscrapers in the background in the heart of Singapore, and it's awesome.
Surreal. It's really surreal. You have one son, right, Sidney? You have two. Have your sons played in a tournament yet, or still too young?
My boy is too young. I brought him down. I brought him down last year. He was wearing his rain boots with an umbrella, watching the kids tournament.
How did he react?
No, he was just rolling around the grass and
Well, that's kind of being a rugby player.
Almost
anyway,
there. Almost
there.
That's the intro. That's the intro. How about for you, Jonathan?
My eldest has he tried out last year with at the tournament, but it was quite good. It was quite nice to see him trudge on. I was busy, obviously, so I was trying to sneak in some looks.
You
but
did manage to say, okay.
But it's really nice to see as well, because like I said, a lot of us didn't manage to get onto the pitch until much older. So it's very tangible. It's very nice to have them on.
I suppose for these kids right now, they associate the Padang with National Day Parade and maybe the F1.
That's true.
Yes.
Rather than the hallowed thing that we at that age.
That's true.
I mean, they haven't grown up with watching school sports on the Padang, right?
Yeah,
and so it's very different for them. Yeah.
That's true.
So, Sid, I just want to ask, what else is going on in Singapore rugby at the moment? I mean, this is obviously a huge thing for you.
What else?
What do we have to look forward to? We got of course, the International Sevens next year.
That's a very timely question. So they have not announced it yet, but they will announce it in the coming week or so.
Okay.
The sevens has been confirmed for next year.
Okay.
And then our early bird tickets and all that will go on sale in November. Okay. So I'm not able to.
Are you timing that with the SCC sevens?
No. But
Shazad, high
fate
five.
conspires to help those who are working hard, right? But so the sevens is happening next year. It's back at the stadium. Tickets will be on sale as early as November. And then we are looking to expand on what we did this year, right? So having our branded Singapore Rugby Festival, having kids rugby, having all elements in that week leading up to the main
which was
event.
a lot anyway.
So that's what we're trying to replicate in that sense.
He was a busy man, right, Sidney, when it happened this year.
We always seem to catch you guys at this just before the eve of tournaments.
No, but high five, Shazad. It broke out here first on 1FM.
Yeah. Actually, that breaking news, you're right. You heard it here first.
Breaking news, you heard it here first on 1FM. Very nice indeed. We're going to just have a final chat and wrap up on Facebook, but we do want to wrap up here with these two amazing guys. Thank you so much for talking to us about, the SCC Sevens.
Thank you.
I mean, I can really appreciate it. I have, been on the sideline, but for other reasons, not to play, but I really get to appreciate that sense of community, that sense of legacy and history, and that pride that extends over generations. And even for you actually played rugby, right? In overseas.
I did in the UK. I was in the 6th 15.
Look what you missed out on.
That's how many teams we had, and I was in the bottom team. But I enjoyed it. it. Freezing my bum off in English weather.
So how can we get tickets to the event once again? To the SCC Sevens?
So it's on Ticketmaster, but it's on our website as well, SCC Rugby Sevens.
Okay.
And they're basically on now till on the day. You can rock up on the day as well. So it's please visit our website and try and get your tickets early. Bring the whole family,
right?
really bring everyone else. There's something for everyone, for sure.
I think so as well. Refreshments, right, for you, Shazad?
Oh yeah.
For you
always,
and me.
Always.
Hey,
not
whether it's
not
hot.
you so much.
No, water. Water.
Juice.
Yes, juice. So guys, thank you so much for joining us here. We're just going to head on to Facebook for a final chat, and also to wrap things up, come and join us, facebook.com/1FM 913.
Waking you up weekdays 6 to 10. The Brightside with Carol, Lavinia and...
Hey guys, guys, we just want to wrap up with our two gentlemen here for the Singapore Rugby Union. And of course, we're talking about the SCC Sevens. We have got Sidney Kumar, our dear friend. You know what? We should just have him on the roster, right? He's a good friend. He's a good friend.
Have a chair with his name on it.
Yeah. Hey, don't la. I don't even have a chair with my name on it.
My mornings are pretty free lah.
It's big already.
Just say.
Hey, I don't want angry rugby guys like, you know, the size of Jonathan, coming after me and like, you took Sidney from us? Dude, I don't want to spark that kind of fight. I will lose. Alrighty, so as we know, once again, could we share with everyone on our Facebook, how can we get tickets for the SCC Sevens?
So it's on Ticketmaster and on our website, www.sccrugby7s.com, on both platforms as well and social as well.
Guys, one reason each that someone should go down to the SCC Sevens next
Whoa.
week. One reason each, come on.
Oh, refreshments.
Cheeky, this fella.
For you, Sid?
I think there's something for everyone.
Okay.
Yeah. Something for everyone.
All right.
Remember, I just learned today that it was known as the Friendly Sevens. I really like the idea of that. And
I think that's a good point. Even if you're not a rugby fan, there's something for
there's
you
something
there.
for everyone,
Okay.
That's right. Like you said, Jonathan, I do believe Sidney as well, you were saying that even if you don't know rugby, this is a great first rugby event to jump on board. I think you'll fall right in love with it. And also the other things, remember, first on 1FM, okay, we broke the news that the International Sevens here in Singapore for next year, ticket details will be coming out soon in this the upcoming new month of November. So you want to head on over to the website once again?
So for the Sevens, it's going to be on www.sevens.com, svns.com.
Okay. Early bird tickets.
But not announced.com right yet. Not officially announced.
Not officially
announced.com.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much
Thanks
for
so much,
joining
guys.
us here on
Thank you.
1FM.
Thanks for having us.